so much. I so appreciate that. Woo! Thank you. Thank you, and I'm stomping right back at you. Thanks so much for doing a little river dance. That's how happy you are. Immediately, you know how to do that dance. You can only river dance if you're happy, by the way. Don't ever try to do it when you're sad, because you just look ridiculous, just kind of. So thanks for being here. This is our 100th show today. You know, it's exciting. It's very, everybody's making a big deal out of it. It's very exciting, but to me, every show is this exciting. Every single show is this good for me to have that excitement to come to work, and because I remember the first day that we did this, the very first show, like it was yesterday. Although it was not yesterday, it was 100 shows ago, and I'm aware of that. And but I do remember yesterday's show because it was yesterday, as if it was yesterday. But a lot has happened when I think about throughout the 100 shows. I was looking through the files, and we've had 298 guests. Actually 301, but I've blocked 3 out. And you know who they were. And. But people always, when I'm doing interviews or when I'm out, people say, who is your favorite guest so far? And that's a hard thing to answer, because really I have fun every single day that I do the show. People say, are you having as much fun as it looks like? And I am. Every single day I have so much fun, and every guest to me is a joy to talk to, except for the 3 that I was talking about earlier. And you know who they are. And I'm not talking about anyone, and everybody's now going, could she... No, I've had fun with everybody, and but we've been through a lot together. I think back on the 100 shows. We've had 5 guests who were pregnant, all women, and we've had. I was injured 4 times so far in the 100 shows. Remember, I had I slammed my finger in the gate, and we went through that big injury together, and it's healed now. Thank you. And. Then I pulled a muscle dancing with Sharon Stone, which, of course, was bound to happen. And then I had the big fall of '03. Remember when I fell down? And thank God I fell down, because from falling down, I wanted to share the experience with everyone, because it happened after the show, but the cameras were still rolling. And then that's when we got the looky-loo. We never would have had the looky-loo without the falling. So... it's always good to keep in mind. You remember that good things happen from bad experiences. So I'm so glad I fell, and because really we would not have the looky-loo or the pending lawsuit that I'm still. And then we had the big spider bite that was on my face. Do you remember I had it turned out not to be a spider bite. It was a pimple, but I thought for sure it was a spider bite, and I made a huge deal out of it. Thinking that a spider was crawling on my face at night when I was sleeping, or at least I assumed it was at night, because I was hoping if it was during the day someone would have told me. But that turned out to be something different. And then we've realized, we counted it up, we've had over 20,000 audience members here visiting. I always said if I could just reach 20,000 people, I would be set. That's all I need. And so for me, the rest is just gravy. I think that it's great that, because it's all about, it's not just you, it's everyone out there that's watching as well, and it's just all exciting, and we're just getting warmed up, because so far there's 100 down and 1 million to go. That's what I think. Tony, you look great, first of all.
Thank you very much.
You look really good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, remember yesterday I said that the Grammys were Sunday night.
Yes.
And yesterday I said, I'm not even going to talk about it, because there's just too much for me to process, and I'll talk about it tomorrow.
Yes.
So now, here's what it feels like to me. It feels like, you know how when you work out and you're not sore the next day, it takes 2 days to get sore?
Yep.
That's how, I feel like it was last night. That's how tired I am.
I concur. Absolutely. I agree with you. Totally agree with you.
Man. I am so, I'm just all of a sudden realizing I sat next to Prince.
That was amazing.
It didn't dawn on me until this morning. I don't know why I didn't talk about it yesterday.
You sat next to royalty. That can take the memory away.
It was the greatest show. I think I was in shock yesterday, and but what a weekend.
It was amazing.
Oh, man.
Amazing.
And I saw Stevie Wonder on Friday night, and I saw Mary J. Blige on Saturday night with Sting. You know, I got to tell you, I can't even believe my life sometimes. Today, you know, of course, Sting is on the show today because I absolutely love him. I'm watching him rehearse today, and the guy is just brilliant. He is absolutely, I mean, you know that, but just to sit here and to watch him, he's got, and I say, it's hard for me to say because every CD is good, but he's got a CD now, Sacred Love is his CD that if you don't have this, you gotta buy this.
Yeah.
This may be his best CD so far.
It's pretty good.
And that's a really big thing to say because he's just, and the song, by the way, whoever's listening from the record company, Inside, it's the first song, that's the name of the song. Inside is so good. Buy this CD, listen to Inside, and everyone write letters. This should be the next single. That's what I'm saying. Make this the next single. All right. I don't feel the passion behind that at all. I'm telling you, when you hear the song, when you read the lyrics, you'll say, she was right, and I don't know why I didn't clap harder. Also on the show, besides Sting, like that's not enough, we have highlights from the first 100 shows that we're going to show you. And also there's a young man in the experience, and we have Dominoes set up to spell something out. And he's all set up. It usually takes weeks and weeks, and he did this since last night, I believe. So at some point, he's going to, I hope, when it's ready. No more foot stomping, by the way. He was probably panicked back there when you were stomping. So that's incredible. He's going to knock that whole thing down. And also, you know, when I am out occasionally, people will come up to me and say, I've called for tickets and no one's called me back yet. And sometimes it takes a month before someone gets a call back. So if you've called for tickets, there's like a waiting list like crazy to get tickets. So don't worry. Our audience department is working until like 2 in the morning every night calling people back, but you will get called back for tickets. And my mother couldn't even get in today. I couldn't get her in. She's not here today. But Mom's sick today. I hope you feel better, Mom. It's her first day. It's her first time missing the show. Anyway, and also when I was out this weekend, I was just hanging out with Jay-Z, and Jay-Z was there watching Stevie Wonder, and he said that he and Beyonce were wondering how come they liked the way I danced, but they were wondering what made me start dancing, and I guess that he meant that in a nice way, but he said, no, he said he really liked it, but he said, we were just wondering what made you start dancing, and I don't know. I couldn't remember, so we started looking back at the first show, because I really don't remember why I started dancing. So we're going to looky-loo at this is the very, very first show. There's no music to this, because it's a certain camera that they found, but I don't know. I guess I just danced over. Let's show that right now, and I don't know what to do. I guess I'm walking, and I'm not sure what to do. And so then I decided to start dancing just for a second there. And I think I danced for a second just because I like music. And then then I sat down after that. And then that's the second show. That's with Justin Timberlake. So, of course, I was in a good mood there. And then I sat down. That was it. And that's the third show. And I changed my mind. That's enough. Okay. So that was... Anyway, that was the first week, and then I guess, I don't know what happened. Something snapped in me, and I decided to start dancing because I didn't want to just... When you hear music, how can you not dance? You gotta dance, right? It just moves me. So, and also it warms me up. It's cold in here. If you ever do get here, it's very, very cold in here, isn't it? So wear some gloves and mittens and stuff. Not gloves, because that would muffle your applause. All right, so in celebration of our 100th show, everybody is getting a $100 gift certificate card for Borders, Books and Music. also use it at Brentano's and Walden Books locations at Borders and WaldenBooks.com. And also, everybody, you know, my book isn't probably in one of these stores, too. Also, everybody's getting a special limited edition Ellen T-shirt with the 100th show. All right. And you'd think that would be enough. It's really plenty. You're saying, Ellen, no more, please. But between Sting being here and a T-shirt, what more can we ask for? But it's also, we're celebrating the 40th anniversary of the Beatles' debut on The Ed Sullivan Show. So everybody in the audience is getting the 4 complete historic Ed Sullivan shows featuring the Beatles on DVD. That's right. All right, so we're back here with Robert Specca, and you're a teacher from Philadelphia. You use dominoes to teach your science class, and you hold the record for the underwater domino toppling since 1980.
Yes, I am.
Well, good for you. I thought I had held it, and but that's great. And now this is a baby, and her name is Michaela Rosemarie Janes, and she was born September 8th, the same day our show was born. So this is what this is her mama, Veronica, and. So this is what a baby looks like 100 days old, and this is what a talk show host looks like 100 days old. It's a difference. And so anyway, I want to thank Sting for being here for our 100th show. Thank you so much. And I guess I'm going to do this.
Sure.
Thanks a whole lot for watching. Bye.